Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm here to talk to you about the hottest comics releasing March 9th, 2022. But first, please be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what you're most excited for this week. I love finding out what you guys are hyped for, so I'm diving right into my top picks. We're starting off with Captain Carter #1. It's a miniseries out of 5, and it's written by the amazing Jamie Malkovy, and I am pretty stoked for this. A lot of people have been really excited for Captain Carter, mainly because of her What If appearance, and so mainly having that like super badass female lead, it makes me happy, I'm not gonna lie. I just hope the story really translates to it as well. So, a woman out of time, a reality where Agent Peggy Carter took the super soldier serum is turned upside down when the World War II hero is pulled from the ice where she was lost in action decades before. Peggy struggles to find her footing in a modern world that's gotten a lot more complicated. Cities are louder, technology is smarter, and enemies wear friendly faces. Everyone with an agenda wants Captain Carter on their side, but what does Peggy want? And will she have time to figure it out when mysterious forces are already gunning for her? So I'm really looking forward to this. I can't wait to check it out. Plenty of cool covers, especially that one in 25. So if you seem interested, check it out at your local comic shop. Also, probably my absolute top pick for the week is going to be Little Monsters #1. Anybody that knows me knows I am a huge Jeff Lemire fan. So, having Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen team up again, it's honestly, my prayers are answered. And I'm really looking forward to this one. There are the last children on Earth who also happen to be vampires. For longer than they can remember, these child vampires have lived in a life of eternal wonder amongst the ruins of humanity. But shocking events fracture the group and set them on a path of discovery that will shatter their innocence forever. This comic is seen as a Lost Boys meets the Lord of the Flies, and I love that. I also love the fact that this comic is majority in black and white and will have splashes of red, which is so vampire, and I just love it so much. Really looking forward to this one, and I hope it does fantastic this week. Also, we have Radiant Red #1. It is a mini-series, and it ties into the Radiant Black universe. So, I can't wait to see what this really brings. To her students, Sadamon Son is a diligent middle school teacher. To her fiancé and parents, she's the rock of their family. To the world, she's Radiant Red, a criminal turned matter-absorbing superhero, but with a mysterious stranger in her classroom, a nosy reporter on her doorstep, and $2.5 million hidden in the air vents of her house, she's going to have to decide who she is and quickly before the world chooses for her. I've been loving the Radiant Red universe, the Radiant Black universe, my bad. So having this Radiant Red comic really just solidifies how exciting this universe really is for Image. So I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to that. We also have Spider-Gwen, GWENVERSE #1. This is written by Tim Seeley, and honestly, it seems just like a really fun comic. If you really like Spider-Gwen, if you really like Gwen, and if you really like Spider-Verse and things like that, this is going to be one of those comics. And when Gwen Stacy was bitten by a radioactive spider, she gained arachnic-like superpowers and started a crime-fighting career as Spider-Woman, or, as she's known to her peers, Ghost Spider. But what would have happened instead she had picked up the enchanted hammer Mjolnir, or if she received the super soldier serum, or built a high-tech suit of armor, or you get the idea. Find out in this new 5-issue miniseries as Ghost Spider tumbles through time and comes face to face with herself. So it really just sounds like a really grand old time. I love those Greg Land covers, so really looking forward to this one. Ooh, we also have We Live, Age of Paladins in Black #1 and White #1. It is an event so big that they're splitting it up into 2 comics for the #1, and I'm really looking forward to this. It's written and drawn by the Miranda brothers. It's a Aftershock comic, and frankly, Aftershock just has been really killing it lately. I love We Live. We Live has honestly been one of my top comics since last year, so I'm really hyped for this, and it seems like it's going to dive right into where we last left off, which I'm really excited for. We are back into the hopeful apocalyptic world of Tala and Hototo. Year 2090, 6 years have passed since Salvation Day, when paladins with their majestic powers emerged as the protectors of humanity, saving the 5 remaining megalopolis and securing the future of the human species. But nothing Nothing stays, and the horizon always brings a new storm. There are dark times, death, famine, desperation lurk around the streets of Megalopolis 9. The shield has lost 30% of its reach. The new nature has learned to create cuts in the energy channels that power the beacon, and the paladins, a never-ending horde of beasts, siege the remains of the city, increasing the desperation among the population. The responsibility of keeping the city afloat lies on the shoulders of Generals Nesbo and Teresa, who have to report to risky survival measures. The reconnection missions are the only thing that's keeping the population secure, but nothing seems enough. Powerlessness corners the paladins, who fear not being able to protect the city. Everything is black, except for the white snow that covers with silence the dying black present. So, the reason why I absolutely loved this comic is because there was QR codes on the comics themselves, and you would scan them and they would play a song. And honestly, the songs while reading the story really bring like emotions and just like so many feels. So I highly recommend this comic. Just check it out. Check out the #1, you know, see if you really like it. To me, it was very different from anything else. So personally, I fell in love with this comic right away. Now, time for our series shoutouts. These are comics I don't necessarily think will be the most bought this week, but I definitely think, you know, if you're interested, pick one up at your comic book store. Check it out. It might be your new favorite comic. Starting off with Naomi, Season 2. This is #1 of 6. Brian Michael Bendis is back with his created star, Naomi, in the DC Universe, along with David F. Walker and Jamal Campbell. So, super excited. Naomi's got a CW show now, so she's actually hitting her stride, and I do think this will be pretty popular. She's back. Naomi returns to the pages of her own series to uncover the truth behind the new mysteries around herself and her powers. The entire creative team behind the critically acclaimed and Eisner Award-winning debut series has returned to answer all the questions that surround Naomi, her legacy, her place in the DC Universe, guest starring Black Adam, Superman, and the Justice League, plus the return of Zambado, soon to be the television show by Anna Dervrod, but it's already out. So this comic is a little late, but, you know, very looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see what they bring to the table. We also have Punisher #1. This is written by Jason Aaron, and honestly, I'm a little nervous. I don't know how I feel about the Punisher changing his symbol. I know it's a very controversial symbol at the moment, but I don't feel like Punisher should get his symbol taken away because bad people decide to use his symbol. So I don't know how I feel just yet, but I am a huge Jason Aaron fan. I do really like Punisher. So there is a great Alex Ross Timeless cover that is going to complete my Timeless collections. But I am excited to see what this series has to bring for the Punisher, and maybe what's his trajectory to come. So, born of tragedy, devoted to war, unstoppable in his rage, as a Punisher, Frank Castle has become the most accomplished killer the world has ever seen. Now it's time for him to face his true destiny. What shocking secret from Frank's past will convince him to take the reins of Marvel Universe's most notorious clan of assassins? And once Frank becomes the warlord of deadly ninjas of the Hand, will also mean an end for the Punisher, or a whole new bloody beginning. Join the superstar team of Jason Aaron and artists Jesus Sayas and Paul Azzetta for epic exploration of the dark and violent past and inevitable future of one of Marvel's most iconic characters. So, it could be really cool. There is a 1 in 50 Jen Bartel, so if you're really interested in that, it is available as well. We also have Strange Academy #17. This is Scotty Young, Humberto Ramos, and it's ultimately the penultimate issue for Strange Academy. So it is supposed to end at #18. However, I do think there is a good chance of it continuing at a brand new #1. So, careful what you wish for. An ancient evil, Gaslamp, has targeted Strange Academy. But what is this creature really after? Calvin caught in this mess, he could lose everything. Usually magic always has a cost, and Strange Academy's been racking up a gnarly bill, but when will the bill finally come due? So I'm really looking forward to this. Strange Academy has incredibly picked up, and I am so stoked for that Ryan Stegman Gaslamp variant. It looks super cool, and I can't wait. We also have Trial of the Amazons #1. This is going to be the first part of the Wonder Woman event title. Nubia also comes out this week, and that is going to be part 2. So, Trial of the Amazons is part 1, Nubia is part 2. And this one is written by so many talented artists and writers about all love for Wonder Woman, you know, and I'm really looking forward to this. After the events of Nubia and the Amazons, the dangers of Doom's doorway have found their way to man's world and garnered the attention of not one, but all three Amazonian tribes. The Bana Migdal consider it to be a weakness in the current regime and have decided to return to the shores of Themyscira to stake their claim over the island. Little do they know they are not far behind, but instead looking for help to combat the evil unleashed. Tempers rise and swords are brandished as women argue in the best course of action. Now, Queen Nubia must show them all the way to peace by calling for one of the most famous Amazon traditions, the contest. So it just seems like a really fun event for Wonder Woman, and I'm really looking forward to this. There's going to be some great covers as well, and hopefully it's a really good Wonder Woman event, because Wonder Woman hasn't seemed to have that much shine on her lately, and I do think, you know, hopefully she'll be able to get better comics after this. Now time for our late printings. We have quite a few this week, so if you missed out on any of these, now is your chance to get another late printing. We have Black Panther number 3, second print. It has the first appearance of Tosin on the cover and inside, so that might be a really big one. Daredevil Woman Without Fear number 1, second print. Deviltry number 1, second print. Devil's Reign number 3, second print. Marauders Annual number 1, second print. Moon Knight number 7, second print. Primos number 1, second print. She-Hulk number 1, second print. Silk number 1, second print. Silver Surfer Rebirth number 1, second print. Thor number 21, second print. And last but not least, Timeless number 1, third print. This one has that Mr. Miracle on the cover, so if you're really looking forward to Mr. Miracle, this is a really good cover to get. That's going to be it for me this week. There's all these comics and many more releasing at your local comic book shop this Wednesday, March 9th. Have a great day.